What's good, everybody? It's your girl Jax. This is so long overdue. I'm talking 9 years in the making. That's right, 9 I've been in the markets. We're plotting and executing legal robberies on this channel. Alright, so plug in and buckle down, boys and girls. We are about to make some serious waves on this channel. I'm going to show you how to have anywhere from like an 80 to 90% win-loss in these markets. I'm talking Forex, indices, commodities, cryptocurrencies, even stocks if that's your poison. It's not mine, but we can do it. It's easy. You just gotta stay tuned to this channel and I'll show you exactly how. I mean, let's retrace. What if I told you you were taught to trade wrong on purpose? The market makers have a field manual on how to take your money in these markets, and I have it. It is a market maker's job to take your money. I don't know if you knew this or not, but there's somebody on the back of the screen. It's their job. Or to stop you out of big trades, or they don't get their bonuses to fund their Bentleys, their tailor-made suits, and their high-maintenance wives, you dig? That being said, I mean, all the indicators you have learned about this, except the two built into your skull, are bullshit. Your local Furu just sold you the same wrong BS, repackaged because they don't know any better. They just want to make a dime too, you know? Can you blame them? Sucks for you though. I understand. Trust me, I've been there. 9 years in the markets will show you a lot. That being said, you need to unlearn whatever you think you know about the markets. Or any opinions you may come in with an open mind. Once you see what I have to teach you about any market, that is, you can't unsee it. It's crazy. It'll burn holes into your eyes and through your skull once you see it. It's nuts. If you don't know how to trade, just subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a lesson. I'm starting from the basics, so you don't have to spend years and tons of money figuring out what is right and what isn't in these markets. You don't have to spend your money period with me. I will not take it. My objective here is to make you a bag. I believe fully, and I have for the longest time, this information should be accessible to the everyday individual. It's crazy that it isn't. It's crazy that people are selling this information, which is really just the wrong thing. I want you to get the full scoop. I want you to be profitable in the markets. That's what you need to be, okay? Let's get your life into better shape, and those around you that you love, you can provide for. You can live life on your terms. You can do whatever you want. Just stay tuned is all I ask. Now, if you really do trade, I'd love to see it. Subscribe, turn on those notifications, maybe revisit the basics to really master your craft if you truly care about it, right? Hang in there so you don't miss the advanced material drop later on. So you can find out how to dominate like the market makers in the advanced series, the market makers head on a platter. That's what I'm doing. And very soon, my ebook is gonna drop. That'll be called The Keys to the Forex Kingdom, because it is so. You got the keys, you can make all the cheese, my guys. I'm so excited to see you all grow with the channel and myself to grow along with you. Thank you so much for all the love and support. It really means a lot in advance, and I'll see you at the table to break bread together soon. Stay tuned for the first trade just so you can see the live results. What I went ahead and did, I started a feasible account. Now in all my videos, I'm going to break down that you should start with minimum $100. It's doable with $50, but you'll see the reasoning why at least $100 later. I started an account with $1,000. Some people can't do that. Some people, they have means way beyond that. I'm just doing this for the regular Joe. And maybe later on in the series, I'll even start at 100 to show you it's the exact same thing. It's all about risk management. It's all about proper growth. And it's all about, at the end of the day, your knowledge. If you don't know the right thing, that's what I've done. I've put in 9 years of work so you guys get all the proper information you need without having to search left and right, back test it and see, hey, is this even going to make me any money? I've already done that for you. And I think that's a video of this channel. Not only that, but the vibes are immaculate. You feel that? touch your monitor right now. Touch it. You feel that? I promise to always bring you that vibe and energy. Come in live, come in fresh, come in fun and responsive. Give me your feedback. Like, comment. Please, please, please comment. Always, whether good or bad. Subscribe because you don't want to miss a beat. I promise you. I promise. Check this out. Alright, now let's get down to business, right? What I'm showing you is pocket options here. In the next video, I'm going to show you all the gear you're going to need to start trading, whether it's trading for pips or what this is, which is binary options. Now, running through before we run through today's trade session, this is a call option, this is a put option. Call basically means it's going up. The red put option means it's going down. Those are only two options you have here. You don't trade by pip, you don't have a value of your trade, you don't have to worry about lots and leverage. These are all things I'm going to go over. It sounds intimidating, it's not. Even if you're dumb stupid at math, you can get this. Now what you're going to see in this video right here, there's $1,000 in this account. Now I always recommend at least starting with 100. Why? Especially in binary options. You need to start with 100 because the minimal trade you can enter into is $1. They don't ever allow any cent trades. So that being said, you always want to follow risk management, and that's going to be one of the very early videos we have going on here. Now you can start pocket options in case you're curious without any money. That's what I want you to do. You need to demo trade your way to success. That's another one of the very first videos you're going to get content on. Now, why? It's like trading for real, only you don't have to use your hard-earned money and lose it when you don't really know what you're doing. On your come up while you're learning, you know? That's exactly what you want to do. And you can backtest any strategy you want and it won't hurt your pocket. Does that not sound good or what? Then, with the same demo account, you don't lose all your status, you just basically turn it into a live account. Yes, this is also available on iPhone. I'm not sure about Android. I'll do some research for you on the video when I show you how to set this and all the other things you'll need up. So today you're just going to see the trading session. The $100, if you open an account with that when you are ready, I cannot stress this enough, when you're ready. I'll let you know the signs that you're ready to live trade. But here, like I just said, $1 is the trade minimum, and 1% of $100, which I recommend any beginner, is $1. Now 1% of $1,000, what is that? It's 10% on any one trade depending on your experience, and I usually exacerbate it. But the type of thing I'm trying to do on this channel is what you don't see. All this hype train, they probably have, no, I know for a fact they have fake ass demo accounts. They're selling you all this stuff on demo accounts. I want to show you a realistic view of setting goals. Today, by the way, I did 13% on this account. Now, that's not necessarily realistic for some of you guys, so in a way I'm doing something crazy. And then it is once you learn my strategies. You just learn how to trade in general with the way I show you through these lenses, you know? That being said, let's start this video. I'll break it down and we'll go from there. Now, why do I have $20 on this screen you'll see under trade amount? That is because I did 2% on every one single trade. Let's get it cracking. Alright, see right here? I put a call option. I believe beyond this point, this baby's going up. Let's see if I was right or not. So what I like to do, you'll see, I really like the 15-second trades personally. You'll see that in the upper left-hand corner. And that away if you're checking this viewfinder. Now, I like to set 1 minute trades while I'm looking at a 15-second. That's not always going to be the truth for you guys. You need to learn whether you're going to be a scalper, a intraday trader, a swing trader. So see, I just doubled up because I got a better entry down here. You'll see why, but it's called a retest. So I entered 2 more trades on the same old 1 trade idea, which I'm more than confident it's going up, especially in a minute's time. So let's see how this plays out, right? I already won that first trade, you'll see down there, 37.2. on USD rub. So basically what you're trading against here is a US dollar versus the Russian ruble. Now the amount you see that you win, what you're really putting in, for me in this instance, I put $20, right? Now whenever you put in $20, okay, what you want to do is subtract that from the amount you just won. Because a lot of people think you won so much money. Once you subtract that, you'll see the percentages up there. Now, right now it's trading at 91% and 84%. That being said, you know, it's a percentage of what you put down, so 20. So realistically, see that $36.80 value, for instance. You subtract 20 from that, it's really $16.80, which is a large return, don't get me wrong. See, you just, on all those other ones, I like double, triple played in the same bet, those hit too. And you'll see why later on, but basically it's all simple. These two things in your skull, right here, those are the best indicators you can ever use once you know what you're seeing and you know how to use them properly. It's vital. Last thing shooting up, I already did another call on that old bet just because of another retest to the overall same direction. Let's see what I hit up here. Expanded this so I can't quite see. I'm gonna unpark myself for a second. Sorry about that. Let's see. I also entered a put at the top. Now basically a put is just a sell. That's another familiar word. I firmly believe at that top where you see all the other peaks, a general area, that it's gonna go down. So you see the call hit. That was the last one on like I think a 5 trade series off of the same move basically. Once you learn support levels, resistance levels, oftentimes Elliott waves, market moves in threes. On this channel, you're gonna learn all this technical crap that seems so hard, but it's really not. If I can do it, anybody can. Just because I've been doing it for 9 years doesn't mean that's the only time that I've been successful. It's just a long time coming, you know? So let's see if this one hits. I'm not sure, but soon. One didn't not hit, but it scratched. I don't miss often. Oftentimes it just ends up at the same price.
I wouldn't know the difference.
There was one instance today where I did lose one trade.
So here's how we come up with the profit and loss. If you look at his actual profit and loss for the business, right?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, that's the loser. So Forex is boring. Sometimes you just gotta sit around and wait, you know? That's why you gotta keep it lit, keep it fun, keep it light. Too bad YouTube isn't that way because you get hit for copywriting quick. Usually we turn up, we pour up, we do whatever we want. That's waiting for that push. There's confirmation. Especially on a 15-second interval, you'll get some pushback resistance. It's testing those levels all over again, and then boom, it's gonna fly. You'll see.
Yeah, they said to make it TV ready. That was
It's testing the oscillator level, responding upward. You'll see on the oscillator later on. I eventually adjust the video settings, and that it was overextended into what should be a buy or a call in binary instead. Here, mass profits, clear profits. Probably gonna retest and then take off right away. Look at that retest. Takes off before the time expiry. Look. 3, 2, 1, and clear profits.
Yeah.
Next. So I got a pretty good winning track record here. I'm already at $1,103.27. Now my goal for this account, which should not be yours should probably starting off, especially with real money, should be 3 to 5% of account growth daily. My goal with this channel to show you what's possible if you stick with it, you learn, and you know what you can make profits, okay? So my goal on this channel is 10% profits on my account overall total. So I started with 1,000. From there, I took it to 1,103. Now my 10% goal of 1,000 is what? At least $100, and we surpassed that so far. Now you're gonna find later on the beginning of the next video, I accidentally placed a trade. I won. I thought I was on demo, but I wasn't because it's connected. So that's one thing you gotta watch out for. Not just with this broker, with any broker. Now if you're interested in starting in this, check the links down below. This is a beautiful first trade session. We definitely got, I think it was a total of not just the 10% you see here, but a 13% return total. To put that into perspective, banks these days only have about a half of a percentage in interest accrued over like a year. It's crazy. It's these banks rob you blind and nobody knows about it. Nobody keeps up with the finances, and it's an embarrassing topic to talk about. Let's normalize this shit and get on our shit. Let's get involved, create this community. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. Check all the links down below. Every single video you're gonna find helpful ones. You want to support the channel, or you want one-on-ones with me to really get a plan going where we can iron out and fit a time frame for you where you can get into profitability when you want on your own time schedule. Check out the Patreon link. You're gonna get all the exclusive stuff, all the videos one day early, you name it. It depends on what tier you want. I will even do a video on that so you are all well informed. I appreciate the love and support in advance. Like I said, it means the world to me. You guys are amazing. And what you want to do once you're done trading is just hop to demo. You know, you make your profits. Don't be greedy. If you are, you're going to learn very quickly. In this game, you cannot be. You're going to pay for it. It's going to hurt, boy. So once you make your profits, go to demo. Keep testing, you know, as long as you can. Back test, practice. Just learn how to read. Isn't that crazy? It seems like gibberish, but I'll show you in other subsequent videos. All it is, it's simple like reading once you learn what to look for. Beautiful. So I'm going to tune in and chime in on this practice session now. Let's check it out. So you're to call here for a reason. Just like history, it always repeats itself. So you look past right here towards other support and resistance levels, and what you're going to find is that it just hit that level. So I firmly believe once it breaches a level, it's gonna go down. Look at that strong retest right there. The candles went down. Retest. Boom. Drop, drop, drop. So I put like 3 on that thing. So yes, I also started this demo the same exact time about that I input that $1,000. Ever since I've been promoting this channel, I want to show you what's possible. Like even on this demo, I started with $1,000 and I grew it. I think in like something crazy, like I don't know, 2-3 weeks. It was wild, but I've been at it. You know, I've been in the game for 9 years. Sky's the limits. You just have to apply yourself. You gotta stick with me, dude. I've done all the back testing for 9 years. What more can a person tell you? You know. So those two were clear profits so far. We got about 30 seconds to see if my overall idea was valid too on this last late trade. Probably retest some key area like that, but not quite what my entry was. That's only if it's actually going to hold structure. I'm showing you right now what stochastic oscillator is. So a lot of people change it to 6 because it's fast acting, but it could fake you out to the untrained eye. I always stick with 1433, and I'll explain a lot of that in this indicators. Oh look, clear profit. Other video. I will always specify a video per indicator so you guys have a full understanding before you pair it with other things. I think it's only common sense. Let's move on to these other pairs. So you'll be seeing up there, if there's any percentage that's lesser than 80, I typically tend to do away with it. I, in particular, if I'm going to be risking an amount of money, I want the payoff to be pretty grand. So I won't trade anything under 80%. That doesn't have to hold true for you. I know a lot of traders that are satisfied with getting 50% of their money back on a winning trade. But just realize you lose whatever amount you put forth. Say in this instance it's $1,000, And then you only stand to gain if it's 50%, $500. Or if it's 80, you know, it's way different. So you just want to keep all that in mind. Like this is 85, that winning trade right now is 1,850. Does not sound a lot more worth it for the money you're putting up if you win, to recover any kind of loss you make later on, especially when it comes to the double or triple down theory and binaries. So whenever I started today, I was at like 50 grand in demo, by the way, and I just womped it up to like 60 grand. From there, I took it to 70 grand in the second half of the day when I got bored. I was sitting around back testing, having fun. That's just what I do with this these days, you know? Continuing to retest, it's probably going to keep dropping. It's a very strong signal that it's a sell opportunity past the oscillator. That's that higher line. And again, you'll learn all this later. Probably nearing the end of this run. You don't want to jump in, especially on a Keltner channel, whenever it's right outside of the blue. You want to see it's outside of the blue. Test right there where I saw a support and resistance level. Especially, I love to zoom out. I always trade on zoom outs. I don't know people that do this microscopic, like just that tiny little view of what they're looking at. It doesn't make any sense. History repeats itself. You got to compare any trade to history and you'll find that's going to be a winning trade if you know what you're doing and you solidify your position within past levels. So CAD JPY is probably going to hit. I'm sure it flew and it's clear. Euro USD, not so much. I just took that on a whim, knowing I could recoup it in other pairs. Yeah, one hit, one didn't. Seem to be digging CAD JPY on some practice sessions. It's rejecting specific levels I saw earlier, so I've hit that twice. This thing's gonna run, I seem to think, yeah. Look. I'm zooming to show you that run. That is clear profits if I've ever seen it. 18 seconds and it runs up that high. That's ridiculous. It's more so an indication of the direction than anything. A lot of people say, oh, it's pins to the top and it's gonna drop. You need to know the difference, which is why you need to tune in here, huh? Let's drive upward, you'll see. Boom, 5 thou. Yeah. I'm just gonna cut it short here. Any other sessions you're gonna see, any video is gonna be consumable about 10 minutes in time. Aside from this intro video, I just want it to be something that you can consume during your morning dump, your breakfast, like whatever you decide to do. But something that you can manageably work into your day. Watch it. Something so small that you could literally play that back over and over again. I entered a call there, a buy, which means that I believe it's going to go up from that level. Anyway, you know, you just gotta stick to what you're doing, put in the work, just like anything else. If you're gonna half-ass this thing, I recommend you just don't even, because it's just not worth it. And I will hold your hand every step of the way, and I will show you what is good in these markets. You will not waste your time with me, because I've already done the back testing, and I don't want anybody else to go through the 9 years I've gone through to get to where I am now. So come hit up the ball with me, grab your bag, and get the out the markets, okay? You'll have the best, most splendid night. I am very, forever grateful to all your love and support. Share this with somebody, because the next upcoming videos are going to be very educational, very informative, and are going to get you into profits quick on a live real account, unlike these fake gurus. You hear me? Tune in. Share this with somebody you love and care about, alright? You want them to get in a better position in life. You want that for yourself. Let's spread the word so we can all help the world together and build that sick-ass community. Live's coming soon. Check it out.
Yeah.